This video content is not intended for children.
So I got a comment on a recent video, something like, "Your channel's starting to suck. All you ever do is fish for bluegills now. You used to catch drum and bass." Well, let me explain something to you, moron. There's this thing called weather, right? And what weather does is it affects the temperature. And since we had a mild winter and the water temperatures were fairly stable in the 50s, the low 50s, the shad would come to the backs of the creeks and fish would come feed on them there. The drum, the bass. That's why in the late winter, I was catching all sorts of big fish, nice fish. But then spring came and the water cooled off because the weather cooled off. This is a very strange spring this year. We're getting lows in the 20s and the 30s, and it's making the water temperature go up and down. And if you know anything about fish, they don't like that. So when the water temperature goes up to 60 and then drops back down to 55, the fish are all gonna leave and they're gonna go somewhere with stable temperatures, usually deeper water. The only fish that don't really mind are panfish. I can catch them over here by these weeds or in shallow creeks like this because they don't mind the temperature fluctuation as much as other fish like bass in those drum. So I'm not starting to suck. I'm doing the best I can with the weather, with the water. I hope idiots like you stay off the channel and off the comments because your ignorance makes you look stupid even though you're trying to insult me. Anyway, let's go see if I can catch a fish. It's like 38 degrees this morning, which sucks. It's gonna drive that water temperature back down. Hopefully not so far down that I can't find a fish. I'm looking for bass this morning. If I can't find any bass, maybe I'll go for panfish. We'll see what happens. Starting out with this Gerry 5-inch Senko watermelon. This is a watermelon Yamamoto. I got it rigged up with an O-ring in the center. Wacky. We're fishing it wacky style. We're in a little shallow creek that comes off the main channel over there. I'm looking for bass through my polarized glasses. I don't see any. So we'll just go hit a few of the key spots. We'll fish the edge of the weeds there. We'll fish the dock, maybe a few spots over there by the main lake. This cove's pretty shallow, especially over here by the bank. I would say 1 to 2 feet. But I'm hoping that it warms up sooner than most of this other stuff. And just maybe I can find a bass in here. The bass fishing has been real hit and miss. I got a few nice ones not too long ago, but even since then, really hard to find. The fluctuating water temperature just makes it a nightmare lately. Yeah, it only gets more shallow as I go that way, so instead we're gonna go this way. Look at this crazy fish attractor. Looks like someone caught it and reeled it in. That's pretty wild. Fun fact, 231 people drowned in this lake. None of them were wearing life jackets. All right, well, this is as good a time as any to get the water temperature. Like I said last night, 38 degrees. Let's see what we're working with. .7 over here. This sucks. No wonder I'm not getting any bites. Over at Skeletor Park, in the backs of some of these other creeks, it was as high as 60 degrees last time I came out. But once again, this f***ing Tennessee weather, 38 degrees this morning. Water's back down to 55. I'm leaving this area. It's too cold. All right, here we are at Skeletor Park. The water looks calm. I don't see any shad. That's not a good sign. Anyway, let's go take the water temperature right away to see if I'm even going to waste my time. "58.2. Well, the water is 3 degrees warmer over here, but it is still 2 degrees cooler than it was 2 days ago when I was out here and I caught a couple of bass. Alright, there ain't anything over here. I'll try one cast down the bank right here. Then I'm going to switch it up, maybe go for some panfish. Nothing, not one bite. Fishing this Senko for about 45 minutes. Time to switch it up and go for some panfish. Even though that jackass said my channel sucks because I catch panfish. Alright, switching it up to gulp minnows on a trout magnet jig head. Let's get one out of here and get rigged up, see if we can't catch anything at all. It's been a real grind this morning. Fish. First fish of the day. Not very big. Just a little tiny bluegill. 4-incher, 5-incher. It's something. Finally got one. Let's keep going. See if we can't get some bigger panfish, maybe some crappies. I see a few turtle heads over there. Which is cool, I guess. Where are all the fucking fish? Do they not want the minnow? I can change it up to a honey worm. Alright, 15 minutes is enough time with this fucking thing. I'm gonna try one more thing. Honey worm. Alright, final thing I'm gonna try today. Power bait honey worms. Maybe they're just not interested in minnows. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, no yellow bass, no crappie, one tiny bluegill, no long-ear sunfish. Finally, second fish of the day. It's a bluegill. Feisty one. Good size too. Well, compared to that last one anyway. Yeah, nice and tall. Not the longest, but good looking fish. I put in my time for this one. Fish. Third fish of the day. Oh, what a grind. Another bluegill. Oh, red ear sunfish. Hey, that's a cool surprise. I don't think I've caught many of them so far this year. So twitchy. I'm nervous about this one. Look at that ear. Shell cracker here. Good third fish. Happy to have him on the show. Yeah, got him out there in that slightly deeper water. Damn it, I casted right on top of a stick or something out there. Alright, luckily I'm not hung up on it. Got him. Get out of those weeds. All right. Let's see what we got here. Doesn't feel very big. It's not. Wow, it's actually really small. Just a dinky dude. Fourth fish. Got him. Little bluegill, I think. Let's see. Yeah, small one. 5 or 6 incher maybe. There we go. Fish on, not very big. Another small bluegill. I'm getting a few small ones. There. There's a fish. Another feisty little bluegill. Yeah, 6 incher here maybe. Not very big, but I'm glad I'm finally catching a few. Thought I had a bite. Very subtle bite on that one. What do we got? Another bluegill. Oh, jumped out of my hands. Alright, it's like a 6 incher here. Alright, I'm averaging about 3 fish per honey worm, which ain't bad, considering I am only using half of one. I'm going to lower my bobber. We're going to walk down that way and fish the edge of the weeds one more time. So far, the biggest fish today was a 7-inch shell cracker. That ain't saying a whole lot. Thought I had a bite. Oh, fish. What? What was that? My bobber didn't even move. Just a little guy. 6-inch bluegill here. This one caught me off guard. I didn't even know I had one. Is that a bite? Got him. Good fighter. Yeah, that's a decent sized bluegill. Yeah, 6-incher. Ooh, that's a risky cast right there. I better get a bite, otherwise I'm gonna get snagged in those weeds, I think. Got him. Yeah, that's a decent one. Easy. I just want to look at you. Yeah, they're all about the same size. All the bigger ones, the 6.5-inch range. Well, there's another rough day in the books. I started out fishing a wacky rig Senko, worked it for about 45 minutes, didn't even get one bite. Took the water temperature over at that first spot, 55 degrees. That's what a cold night'll do. 38 degrees last night. Tanked that water temperature about 5 degrees. Came over here, got the water temperature at Skeletor Park, 3 degrees warmer over here. That's why I love this spot. I tried a gulp minnow. It was slow. I got one bluegill. Switched it up to a honey worm. I don't know, got what? 5, 6, 7 more fish, including a decent shell cracker. So the grind is real. I'm fishing for bluegills because that's all there is with the stupid, wacky water temperature fiasco that's going on here in Middle Tennessee. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.